please raise your hand and someone will hand you the microphone. Who would like to take the first question for Harry, please? Just raise your hand. Paul, over here.
Harry, good evening.
Good evening.
Last 16 of the Champions League, away at a club that has reached 2 of the last 3 finals. Can you just give us an insight into the mood ahead of this game, the excitement perhaps ahead of this game?
Yeah, no, we're really excited. It's a massive game, and these are the sorts of games we want to be involved in. So we've had some tough games the last couple of weeks, and we've done very well. So yeah, this one's coming thick and fast, and we're looking forward to it. And hopefully, we can put in a good performance.
Any other questions for Harry? Yeah, it's John at the back. It's a race.
Thanks. Hi, Harry. Just wondering, could you tell us a little bit what it's like playing against Chiellini? And am I right in remembering when you played against him for England very early on, he put in quite a strong tackle on you, and what you remember about that? So. Yeah,
no, he's an amazing defender. Yeah, my first start for England, probably first 5 minutes, he made a challenge and I had a dead leg for about 10 minutes. So, it was a good welcome to international football. So, look, we know how good their defence is as a whole, and obviously their goalkeeper as well. And they're a fantastic team. So, I'm looking forward to the challenge of coming up against them again.
Tom.
Harry, is scoring against a team that have conceded once in 16 games, is that up there probably amongst your biggest tests of your career, do you think?
Yeah, probably. In recent form, they've done very well, and I'd say kept a lot of clean sheets, but that we scored a lot of goals in the Premier League, so it should be a good test, one I'm looking forward to, and I've always said I want to test myself against the best defences, best teams, so this is definitely one of them, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Tom over here, thank you.
Harry, in Madrid, the manager said that you'd got quite emotional watching the end of Francesco Totti's career at Roma. What was it? He's someone who did very well against Juventus in different games. What was it about that and his career that particularly caught your imagination?
No, he was a fantastic player, and to spend your career at one club is an amazing achievement, and he achieved probably everything he wanted to at that club. So. No, he's a fantastic striker. Obviously, me growing up being a striker as well, watching goals now and then. So, he had an amazing career, and hopefully, one day I can have the same.
Yeah. What do you think about when somebody like Sami Khedira is saying that you're the most complete forward right now in this moment? What do you think about that?
No, it's great. It gives me great confidence, whenever people praise me or say good things about me, I try and use it in a positive way and try and take that into the game. So, it's very humbling to hear words like that from opposition players, but it's a great thing to hear. So I'll use it in a positive way.
Yep, it's Tom again.
Harry, I guess there might have been a time when Tottenham came to a place like this and saw it as an experience and the occasion. But did those victories over Madrid and Dortmund in the group stage, does that really give you the belief you can come to places like this and win?
Yeah, definitely. Not many people expected us to get out of the group stage, and we proved everyone wrong by finishing top. So, we've got to come here with belief, and that's what we have. But of course, we respect Juventus and what they bring to the table. But yeah, of course we have to believe we can get through. So it'll be tough tomorrow night, and then obviously, hopefully we can take them to Wembley and get the job done.
Yep, Jonathan over here.
Harry, what are the main differences between Premier League football and Champions League football in terms of style, pace, the kind of test that they provide to you?
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, the teams are fantastic. Obviously, tomorrow I think different styles. I think the refs are different, the officials are different. Maybe the pace of play is a bit different. So yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's 11v11 on a football field. So we have a style that we want to play, and we take that into every game. So from our point of view, it doesn't change too much. We try and play the way we want and try and win the game.
Okay, we'll take two more. One from Paul.
Harry, tactically and mentally, how do you think this squad has evolved from last season's Champions League campaign?
Yeah, of course. Last year was not a great campaign for us. So, yeah, the fact that we've come out of a group that no one expected us to get out of and beat the teams we have, that's given us great confidence and great belief. So, yeah, I say we're more experienced than last year, and we just got to see how far we can go, you know. So take each game as it comes and see what happens.
Okay, who would like the last question for Harry? No? Okay, thank you, Harry. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, if you want to wait, raise your hand. First person to ask Mauricio a question. Go on, Dan.
Hi, Mauricio. Can you talk us through who isn't here and from the squad?
Sorry?
Can you talk us through which players haven't come to Turin with the squad?
Yes, I think we brought nearly all the squad because the good thing today that we have all the players fit, and yes, we are going to see after 10 minutes or 15 minutes during the training session all the players that are here. Sorry? No, he's not here, sorry.
Anyone else?
It's Toby, is Juan Foyt, and Kai Walker-Peters that is staying in London working this moment.
Let's take a question from Matt down here.
Hi, Mauricio. Can I just check on Toby? Is it a fitness issue? Is he not quite ready, or?
Look, I think it's, you know how we work, how we think. After 3 months and a half that he suffered a massive injury, from the day that he got injured, our idea is to create a plan to help him, because I think it's the most important to help him. We start to work all together with the medical area, the sports science, to trying to analyze first the injury. He's 28, and it was a massive injury that we need to care, be caution, because we cannot put in risk his career. And of course, we design a plan from the day one to try to provide him the best tool to recovery as soon as possible and be stronger than before. I think that in that period that he started to work with the team, under our judgment, he need to build his fitness strongly. I think he need to work hard. I think is to play this type of game, you need to be 200%. It's not the same training that compete, and that is why we are caring about him, and with our plan to try for him in the moment that will be for us in condition to play in high level again, can be competing for one place on the starting 11. I think is always that what we try to do with different players, and of course that we are sorry for him, because when you miss some games like Arsenal or Champions League that we work a lot to try to play this type of game. I can understand that, and we are frustrated too because when you cannot play, it's difficult to accept. But I think in front everything is his career. I think of course it's a very important game, but sure that he's going to have the opportunity and be strong after his injury. But we need to apply our common sense and be careful in the way that we are going to use in the first few weeks after he's fit for training. But to compete is different. I think we were lucky. We were lucky to have the replay again Newport for him to start to feel the competition. I think this is all going well. Will be part of the team next Sunday again Rochdale, and again going to assess him day by day.
Okay, take a question from this gentleman in the white shirt.
In italiano, buonasera.
Buonasera.
Volevo chiedere due cose. La prima, se ritiene che il Tottenham sia già al livello della Juventus, e la seconda, quali sono le sue emozioni, visto che finalmente è venuto a Torino per la prima volta nella sua vita.
I answer in English. In English? Yes. Yes, it's no problem.
English.
See, English. Okay. I think Juventus is a massive club. It's a massive club. We cannot compare with Juventus. Juventus is in his history won everything. In the last 3 seasons, Juventus arrived to play 2 Champions League final. And Tottenham, we are a young team that we are building a very nice project. We are building new facilities like a training ground and new stadium. I think it's impossible to compare the history of Juventus with Tottenham. But of course, that our dream is to reach the level of Juventus. We are going to be competitive today, tomorrow, and we'll see if we can compete in this level. I think I am so happy to be here. My first time after 45 years. I always hear about Turin, about Piemonte, the small town where my grandfather trip to Argentina, Birlo, Piemonte, and of course I am so excited. And yes, but my focus is in tomorrow and try to play the game and be competitive.
Take a question from this gentleman here.
Buonasera. Non crede che la Juventus senza Dybala, Matuidi, Quadrado e Barzagli sia un po' sfavorita domani in confronto a voi?
Io credo. I think Juventus is a top club. Of course, like you say Dybala, you say Barzagli, you say Quadrado, different names that are so important player. But of course, the squad of Juventus is an amazing squad, a fantastic squad, a lot of top players, and of course that always for every single manager is important to have all the players fit. But sure that the players that are going to play tomorrow, they have the quality and the capacity to performance in the way that Juventus won.
Okay, take a question from David here.
Mauricio, it's another one about Toby.
Yes.
Players always think they're fit.
Sorry?
Players always think that they are fit, maybe when they're not, but they always say they're fit. Have you had to tell Toby, unfortunately, mate, you're not fit? And if so, how? And how's he sort of taken that?
Yes, we have a nice conversation before the game, after the Liverpool game, and we explain during 2 hours first was a conversation with Jesus, and then was a conversation during 2 hours with Jesus and myself. Yes, we understand. The player last season was working hard to try to achieve to play the Champions League, and it's normal that it's exciting to have the possibility to play. But like you say, the player always, they feel that they are fit to play, but it's our responsibility in between together, the medical department and the fitness area, to take the best decision. And I think for us it's easy to put the player to play, and then if something wrong happens, I think the responsibility is for us, and then for the player is to put in risk, because different injury, okay, maybe you can take the risk, but with this type of injury, be careful. Look at different player that set back, like it was Barclay, and be careful, because he's not 20 years old, he's 28 or 29, and my responsibility is to put him in his best for compete and not take risk. And then it's another thing that all players always, when they are on the pitch, taking a risk, because football is about to take risk. But no, if we start not feel that is in a condition to cope with the demand of this type of game, like Champions League or was Arsenal or Liverpool. That is the situation and the reality.
Okay, is there any more questions? I'll take one from the gentleman back there.
Hi, is possible if Pochettino answer to me in Spanish?
In Spanish?
Yes, one question.
I'm not sure. Got it, because for the crowd, it's not fair, so we couldn't do anything in Spanish, I'm afraid.
Only if
you can ask in Spanish, I can answer in English, no problem.
Okay. Quería preguntarles cómo cambia la Juventus para usted después de estudiarle sin Dybala en ataque y con Dybala, y después si cree que hay mucha más expectación sobre usted después de que haya salido en varios nombres en prensa española y europea relacionado con el Real Madrid. Gracias.
Okay. You understand the question? Yes, no problem. Yes?
No, probably not.
You need to learn Spanish, Italian. If not, only English, the world. Our life after England. No, I think, yes, of course, that Dybala is a great player. He's Argentino. And of course, the animation of Juventus is a little bit different when play Dybala and when not play Dybala, because it's this type of player, different player like Messi, like Neymar, like Cristiano, that they have the capacity to bring or to give to the team different option. And of course, yes, it's difficult for Juventus because Dybala is very, very good player, but of course, it's a lot of players like Bernardeschi or different players that can play, and maybe they change a little bit the animation. Of course, that we watch many games with and without Dybala, but on the end, it's about the quality of the player on the pitch. Of course, that we can watch every single game, but on the end, I think it's the experience of the team and the squad that the Juventus have. We need to reach the same level with motivation, not with the same experience, but with motivation and with the energy and the desire to compete. And then, look, I am in football after that 2-3 years that I am conscious about that sport. I know very well the business. I know very well how it's working, and of course I am so focused in Tottenham, trying to give my best. And like always, I say, what is going to happen in the future, you never know. Only I can tell you that we have 3 years more contract on Tottenham. I am happy here. I am so excited to be here for nearly 4 years now, developing a very nice project, and I think we have ahead and a very nice project to develop.
Okay, we're going to take 2 more. One from John, and then finally from Matt.
Maurizio, you've been very aggressive, very attacking in your approach in all the Champions League games, no matter who it is, and away from home. Will you take that bold, brave approach? Will you instill that in the players tomorrow? And how important is a result in this game tomorrow in the grand scheme of the actual tie itself?
Look, it's about to believe and take some decision, and you cannot change the essence of the team. The team playing with one system, another system, with names, different names. I think the team always keep the same principles. We are going to be aggressive. We are going to be brave. We are going to try to win, and always with massive respect to the opponent. And for me, it's a game to enjoy, because I think when I started my career like a manager in Espanyol 9 years ago, always my dream was to play Champions League. And then to play Champions League in this type of circumstance, and again a team like Juventus here in Torino. And I think it's an exciting moment for us that we want to enjoy. And tomorrow we need to play freedom, and of course with clear ideas. But of course, always football is about to be responsible, but to enjoy about the game.
Okay, take the last question from Matt.
Mauricio, a lot has been made about what you achieved against Real Madrid earlier in the competition, but now we're in the straightforward knockout stage. If you were to have a successful outcome, would beating Juventus be even bigger than that?
I think step by step. Before when the draw happened from the beginning of the season, I think the 2 candidates in our group stage was first Real Madrid and then Borussia Dortmund. And I think not too much people believe in us and the possibility to move to the next stage. I think we won the group stage against Real Madrid and Dortmund, and now we are here. Enjoying today about the training session, and enjoying tomorrow about the game. But of course, we need to show that we deserve to go to the next stage. Of course, we need to play well. We need to score goals. That will be difficult. Again, a team that is so tough to score again. And of course, for us, it's a many challenge that we have ahead tomorrow. But I think it's so important to be competitive and to keep going in the way that we are playing. I think Manchester United is a good example. Liverpool or the derby against Arsenal, the team performance was fantastic. Why not to repeat the same performance tomorrow?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Grazie.